I'm struck by the fact that we spend so much time arguing with theists about where morals come from and how a life untethered from a god spells certain individual and corporate disaster, that we've completely missed the proverbial forest for the axiomatic trees. Why debate the theoretical when the end of any philosophical claim is how well it has worked out in the real world? As of the last major Federal Bureau of Prison Studies, atheists and agnostics are almost absent from our prison population. The unaffiliated and the non-religious simply engage in far fewer crimes. But if what theists say is true, that a life without God leads to wickedness and depravity, atheists should make up a vastly disproportionate amount of the prison yard. But they do not. Those democratic countries with the lowest levels of religious faith and participation boast among the lowest violent crime rates in the world. Of the top 50 safest cities in the world, nearly all are in relatively non-religious countries. Once again, if what theists say is true, predominantly atheist states should be mired in anarchy and lawlessness. Instead, the most secular nations in the world report the highest levels of happiness. Their governments are also far less corrupt, more prosperous, and more technologically advanced. However, those countries with high levels of self-reported religious faith and participation are generally poorer, more violent, more unaccepting of scientific facts, and incarcerate a far greater number of their population. Within the United States itself, the states with the highest murder rates tend to be among the most religious, while the states with the lowest murder rates tend to be among the least religious. In fact, rates of all violent crime tend to be higher in states that register higher than average religious belief and participation. The most religious states in America are also the poorest states and lead in high school dropouts and unwed pregnancies. Atheists and agnostics, according to numerous studies, are less prone to racism, more accepting of people different than themselves, far more empathetic, more altruistic, enjoy significantly higher gender equality, perform better in school, are higher educated, are better at critical thinking and more accepting of science, are less likely to support government use of torture, and have statistically lower divorce rates than do religious Americans. Perhaps it is time to shift the argument from the theoretical, where the religious seem to feel they always have the upper hand, to the street level, where these theories are worked out each and every day. Perhaps we've been so busy arguing about whether or not the godless can be moral that we've missed the fact that reality has already ruled on this decision, finding the religious position illegitimate and fallacious. The debate is over. It is manifestly self-evident that one does not need a God to be good.